Hey guys, Tom from Lifestyle here. Today I wanted to review a website called GrabPoints. It's one of the many sites online that'll pay you to do a variety of things such as watching TV, answering surveys, completing offers, and so forth. This isn't a site that's going to get you rich, but it's going to make you a couple dollars a day, a couple dollars a week. It just depends how often you log in. But the kicker here is that they claim that they often paid the best rate out of all of the bigger competitors, so I wanted to see if that was true. While a lot of companies can claim these things, you just never know who's being honest. So if you know me and my videos by now, I like to dig deep and see if they're being honest. As always, I am honest, and I like to get straight to the point. So with that being said, let's check out GrabPoints and how it works. Let's begin. Before I even sign up for a site, I like to see who's running it. And usually if you scroll to the bottom, you can either look for the copyright. In this case, it's called reward holdings. Or sometimes they have an About Us page. I didn't see an About Us page. It's a How It Works page up here. But when I Googled that name, the reward holdings, I found that it was just a limited company based out of Hong Kong, but they did also have a website, and this was what it looked like. They had a bunch of brands such as GrabPoints, they had Swagbucks, GC Loot, as well as other ones. Their whole network as a whole has pretty great statistics here. 5,000 signups a day, 20,000 surveys completed every single day, and the list goes on. If you go to the About Us page, it looks pretty reputable right off the bat. So it looks like they're all remote. They've been in business for 8 years. And they have more than 10 employees at the moment. So right now, when I check out all of the history of the company, they appear to be legit, and that is the case. But if you ever sign up for something you can't find much about them, always go to the company's About Us page. Just kind of dig deep online to see what you can find. Usually it's trust your gut, because usually if they go through the effort to make a professional website like this, it's going to be legit. So to sign up for GrabPoints, it's just going to ask you for a few things. You just got to give out your email address, create a password. You can also connect your Facebook or your Google account. That's entirely up to you. No matter which way you do it, it takes you to the same dashboard. You need to be at least 13 years old to sign up, however, and if you are under the age of 18, you need your parents' permission. Once you complete these simple tasks, takes less than 30 seconds, you can then access your dashboard, which I'll show you next. So here's the dashboard. As you can see, it's pretty simple. This is the desktop version. The mobile version looks pretty similar. There's a couple ways on the side if you want to go straight to it. You have surveys, watching videos, offers, as well as the main page. You could scroll through and you could see all the offers, live feeds, and so forth. A lot of your money on these sites are going to be made in the offers section. That's where I make the most. Surveys can pay good as well if you don't want to sign up for anything. So for example, if we go to the answer survey section, we just click on the view all. That'll load up the routers, or you can just scroll down to the bottom and start looking at the list. It's laid out very nicely, as you can see, and what you're just going to want to pay attention to is the time to complete as well as the amount. Now, GrabPoints uses a different system. It isn't a penny per point like a lot of the companies I've mentioned. Instead, it's going to be every 1,000 points is worth $1. So in this case, this is 72 cents. This is 22 cents, 26 cents, and so forth. Just try to find those shorter ones. Usually what I'll do is I'll do the time to complete, and I'll try to find the shorter one. So this 6 minutes for 72 cents would be a good one, as well as this one too. And the thing is with surveys is that you won't qualify for all of them. You may qualify for only 10 to 20% of the ones you click on. So don't expect to start the survey and automatically get those points, because there's nothing guaranteed. Aside from the surveys, they also have offer walls where you can complete offers, and this is as simple as signing up for an offer and getting paid. In this case, they show you how much you can get paid, and in this case, if you signed up for the Chime bank account, they pay you $65. If you signed up for this app, you'd earn $35, but make sure you click on it. If you highlight it here and click the more info, it's going to tell you. So if you were interested in earning $65, it said for the bank here, you'd have to create an account, and you'd have to add a direct deposit of at least $200. You have to wait 30 days, and valid applications will be rewarded. So in this case, you would just have to make a direct deposit, and you would have to be a first-time applicant. A lot of these do have restrictions, so just make sure when you look at any of these offers, click the more info, and you can click the show more, and the list goes on. There are a lot of good, what they call money makers. Even if you have to pay money, you can come out ahead. Or in some case, some only take you maybe a couple minutes to earn that $12, $15. They all vary. So make sure to read the more info and see if it's something that's worth it to you. And in the video section, I don't really recommend these because you don't make a lot. I'm talking pennies per minute. And if you click on it right now, it just says They were working with Hideout TV right here, and you highlight it. It says you can earn 7 points for every 3 video watched with ads, and usually every video is about 30 to 45 seconds, so that's 3 minutes to earn 7 points. And remember, every 1,000 points is worth $1, so do the math. It's going to take you hours to earn $1. I usually don't recommend this, but if you want to do it, go for it, but don't plan on getting a lot of money in this regard. Like I said, most of my money will come through those offers, pretty self-explanatory, and a lot of them are high paying, as well as the surveys as well. So one more thing I want to mention before we get into the rewards here. If you looked at the sign-up page, it says that they have the guaranteed highest payout, and that's a hefty claim to make, because when I did my research on Lush Dollar, and I linked in the description, I found that the payouts weren't guaranteed highest. Let me give you an example here. So if we go back to the offers page and we go to that Chime bank account here, you can see that they're paying $65 for either app. Now, if we go to Swagbucks, this is one I use a lot, and this is for good reason. I already opened up the offer. This is on the same exact day, and they're willing to pay $150 worth of points. That's almost triple what GrabPoints is willing to offer here, as you can see. So my point is if you think you're getting the highest paid offer, it's not always the case, because I found this offer right here already paid triple on Swagbucks. And then the same can be said about the surveys. The surveys can be tougher, but if we were to take this for example, this is a 23-cent equivalent, and let's go back to Swagbucks. You'll see a few up here right away. You have a 10-minute 75-cent equivalent. I have a 10-minute $20 equivalent, and then I as well as have a 10-minute 50-cent equivalent. So comparing the two, you're going to look like these are going to be pretty equal. This is pretty good for this. 8 minutes for 130. That's not that great. This is going to vary back and forth. Again, my point is that this isn't going to be your best option, but it's not the worst option. Just don't expect them to be offering the highest payout, because it isn't true for most of the offers and surveys that I saw. But the values in some of the surveys and offers are okay. You just got to make sure you're doing the math before you start tackling these money-making options. When it comes time to cash out, you're going to see there's a ton of gift card options as well as cash. They have everything from Google Play to DoorDash to Walmart. They have just about every gift card imaginable, and if you wanted cash, you can just simply type in PayPal here, and they have a PayPal option. As I talked about earlier, usually every 1,000 points is worth about $1, so in this case, you would need 5,150 points to cash out for $5. But as you go up the tiers here, you can see the points stay pretty similar. The point system's a little wonky here, but just keep in mind that 1K equals $1. As long as you have that in mind, that's easy to remember there. And in terms of reward support, this is the big question. When will I receive my reward? Usually the majority of the rewards are sent out 24 to 72 hours of redeeming rewards. Sometimes it take more, it just depends on the business day. So usually it's relatively fast. And in terms of those rewards, most of the options on here, as you're going to see, you're going to need at least $5. $5 at the moment is the smallest. So if you wanted a small option, you click that $5 filter and then scroll through. These are all the gift cards at the moment. As you can see, it's a pretty big list that you can cash out for $5. Okay, so as in all of my reviews, I like to see the pros and cons, usually what I find online. The pros, they seem to have the highest rate, but it's not always the case. They have a lot of offers if you like those third-party offer walls, low payout options, as well as a ton of reward options, as you could see. And if you research them online, aside from me, you can see that there's great reviews. So let's flip over to the cons. They do have a refer a friend system, but it isn't the greatest. It's probably one of the worst ones I've been part of out of all the companies I promote. Not many unique offers, but they do have plenty, again, third-party wall offers if that's your thing, nothing unique. And a lot of long survey screeners. This is the case with a lot of surveys. This usually depends on who they're networked with, but some of the survey companies they're with are kind of a pain in the butt. Those are the pros and cons that I've found, but there are many more. But usually I would say the pros outweigh the cons in this case. Okay, so that's going to wrap things up for now and then, letting you know GrabPoints is 100% legitimate. If you do decide to use them, you will get paid as long as you don't violate any of their terms. Don't use a VPN, don't create multiple accounts, so forth. I like a lot of things. I like that you could complete a lot of surveys, and they had a lot of offers, but there was just nothing really unique, a lot of third-party sites, and I would say the pay was in the middle. It wasn't the best out of all the companies. Like I said, I found a lot more luck with the offers on Swagbucks. So in the end, even on the website, I said I gave it a 7 out of 10, and the only reason I gave it a lower score is just because they don't offer much unique. Again, I push Swagbucks higher than them, but if you want to add this to your pot, go for it. So that's going to do it for now. As always, check out LushDollar.com, check out the videos. I keep adding stuff as much as I can, anything money related, to help you make money, save money, and just be honest with your money. I'm always honest, straight to the point, and I'll continue to add things. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.